Hello, hello. Okay. Hi, everyone. How are you? Hope you're all doing great. I want to talk about change your results and live from inside out. We all want to change our results. We all want to improve our lives, right? If you're a human being, you always want to improve your life. Bob said, if you are a runner, you want to run faster. If you jump, you want to jump higher. Whatever you do, you want to do it better. And there is a reason for that. The reason for that is our essence is, which is our soul, is part of this infinite intelligence, this universe. And the universe is always expanding. And our soul, our essence, wants to expand and grow. And it is the most natural part of you wanting to expand and grow. Wanting to become a better version of you, wanting to have more material stuff, wanting to have more money, better relationships. We are always wanting more because, again, our essence is source energy, infinite intelligence. And as you look at the universe, the whole galaxy is always expanding and growing. The nature, if you look at it, the nature is always growing and expanding. So growth and expand is part of us as human beings. We always want to grow and expand and become better. And as you can see here, I put change your results, live from inside out. So this is what I want to talk about today. Because if you think about it, when we talk to other human beings, everybody wants to change their life. Everybody wants more money. Everybody wants better relationships. And at the same time, everybody talks about the result that they are getting and they don't want. They talk about how horrible their partner is. They talk about how horrible their boss is, how difficult business is, how hard it is to make money, how interest rates are still high, how economy is so bad and the whole world is falling apart. So on one hand, we want better lives, we want more money, we want to improve our life. On the other hand, we are so focused on everything that is going wrong. And the reason why we do that, it is by habit. It is because everyone does that and we are creatures of our habits. We've learned that from our parents, from our upbringing, from our childhood. Our parents, our grandparents, everyone else lived the same way. How? From outside in, looking at the outside, letting the economy, the market, the results, everything that we are seeing in our life affect us. What does that do? What does that do to us? The more people live from outside in, let's say right now, let's say economy is not really good. The more people look at what is not good and they get emotionally involved with that, the worse the situation gets. Don't you see? It gets worse when we focus on what is not working. That's living from outside in. So I want to read you something from Thinking into Results. This is the program that I teach, 6 months Bob Proctor program, not my program, it's Bob Proctor's program, one of the legends of personal development and law of attraction. In lesson 5, he says, we are programmed to live from the outside in. That programming causes a tendency for us to become the plaything for outside forces. Outside forces meaning the economy, your governments, interest rates, everything that is not in your control. We are programmed to live from the outside in. And that programming causes us to become the plaything for outside forces. We should observe and be aware of what's going on in our outside world, but be capable of creating and maintaining an individualized existence. So we are not supposed to create based on what is happening in the outside world. We are supposed to look at it, use our five senses, hear, smell, see, taste, touch, look at what's going on in your economy, in your company, in your business. But we are not supposed to get emotionally involved, because when we do, we create more of that. So the more you get emotionally involved with lack and limitation and economy and what is not working in your marketplace, the more frustrated you feel, the more of those situations that you don't want, you create. Because you don't create based on what you want and what you don't want consciously. You create based on your subconscious mind, which is also your emotional part. So if you're feeling upset, if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling lack, if you're feeling money, there's not enough money, you are going to create more of lack and limitation, because you are a vibrational being and you're always creating based on your vibration, meaning your feelings. And I'm teaching you how to change that next week during the live event. You should join Manifest was the last one. You should join Design Your Dream Life. I'm going to go live on Zoom next week from Monday to Friday, 1 hour a day. It is a free event. All you need to invest is 1 hour of your time. I'm going to teach you how to design your dream life, because you can and you should live your dream life. Whatever that dream is, there's no small or big. You know deep in your heart that you're playing small. You know deep in your soul that you have so much more potential, and you're just worried about the next paycheck or the business or the next client. It's so much mental energy that you need to spend when money is not flowing in abundance to you, that it doesn't let you to create the life of your dreams. So I want to teach you how to attract and manifest more money in your life. Because money is great. You should love money. Money means more option, means freedom, means choices, means freedom of mental hustle, so that you can create in this life. Because we are meant to live this way, to be creators of our lives. So how do you change your results? By living from inside out, meaning you don't let the outside situation, circumstances, I don't care how bad the economy is, you still have the power to choose your thoughts. You can think about the economy and how bad it is and keep talking about it and therefore create more of it. Or you can start thinking about what do you want? What is your goal? Where you are going? Not what is happening, because you cannot change it by thinking about it. That's so funny that we human beings, we think if there is a problem, I need to think about it to find a solution for it. Did you know this is the worst way of finding solution for your problems? Hi, Alastair from Scotland. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but thank you for your comment. So we think if there is a problem, I should think about the problem to find a solution for that, right? We've all been told this is the way to fix our problems, to think about your problem and find a solution. Did you know this is the worst way of finding solution for your problems? You cannot find solution for your problems from the same mind that has created the problem. So what should you do? Like, for example, if you right now you're struggling in life with something. Oh, thank you for your comment. Glad you're back. Do I see all the comments here? Because I'm live on different platforms. I hope I'm seeing all the comments. So we've all been told and programmed that if there is a problem, you need to think about it, talk about it, expand on it, and find a solution. This is the worst way of solving problems. The best way of solving problems, what genius people have done, what successful people do, and most of these successful people, 99% of them, they don't even know this is how they live because they are unconscious competent. They are competent, they are successful, but they really don't know how their mind functions differently from the rest of people. That's why a lot of wealthy people cannot transfer their mindset because that's how they function and they don't know how to transfer their knowledge. But the way they think, every successful person, the way they think and function, if, for example, let's say right now economy is not doing well and there's a lot of scarcity, there's a lot of problems, interest rates are high, everything is expensive, this and that, successful people, they don't think about these things. They do not consume, they do not let themselves being consumed with this information. Sure, they know that, they are aware of that. Sometimes people say, well, we should know what is going on around us. You know what is going on around you. It is so in our face from everywhere, from people, from your friends, from media, from social media. You don't need to really spend much energy to understand that the economy is not doing good. It's right in our face. Where you need to spend your energy is on your goals, your dreams, your destination. Where are you going? What do you want? What can you do today? Not tomorrow, not what is going to happen next week or next month. Today, what is the best I can do today that is in alignment with my purpose, with my goal, with my desire? Because let's be honest, doesn't matter how much you think about economy and how much you talk about it with your friends. You cannot change anything outside of you. You have no control over anything. All your control, and actually the most powerful way to control things, that you can change anything in your life, and that's how you change outside, is to control your thoughts. When you learn that you don't need to be worried about the economy, you don't need to be worried about real estate market or what is going on. All you need to be worried about is, what am I thinking? How am I feeling? What actions am I taking today? If you can just live one day at a time and make it feel like a mini life, like this is your mini life, this is one life. You wake up in the morning, it's as if you were born, and then when you go to sleep, as if we die and we wake up the day after. If we can learn how to live one day at a time as if this is all that I've got, this is one life that I've got, mini life. What should I think about? How should I feel? How should I act? Don't let the economy, the circumstance and situation affect your feelings, because you are going to create more of that. And I'm going to read one more sentence and I'm going to wrap it up. So Bob says, since we are in control of our own thinking faculty, we should not spend time thinking negative thoughts or originating ideas on why something cannot be done. So you are in control. You have full control over your life. You're not a victim. Why do I say you have full control over your life? Because you have full control over your thoughts. Since we are in control of our own thinking faculty, we should not spend time thinking negative thoughts. Yeah, and some people go ahead and say, well, we have to be realistic. If being realistic means negative thoughts, no, we should not be realistic. You should be a little bit crazy and delulu, as they say, younger kids say on TikTok. We should not spend time thinking negative thoughts or originating ideas or why something cannot be done. Okay, so stop thinking about why something cannot be done. I'm going to see you guys next week on Zoom. Please register to design your dream life. I have shared the link. It's on my, wherever you are watching this, the link is in my bio. Design your dream life. Next week, I'm going to go live on Zoom. Make sure after you register, you check your emails for the Zoom call because it's going to be on Zoom and you should receive the link on email. Sometimes emails end up in your junk or spam. Let me know what you think about these live videos. Please give me a feedback. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're going through. Let me know if you need help in any area of your life. Ask me questions. Yesterday, I went live and I answered some of your questions. Someone who talked about environment and being from a poor family, maybe you cannot be successful because you are coming from that background. And I created a beautiful video on that, and a lot of you liked it. So your questions help so many other people. Ask me your questions, and I do my best to my best of my knowledge to answer. Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Means a lot to me. It says value upon value. Thank you. Ask me your questions, send me DMs, let me know what you need help with, and I wish you have a beautiful Friday and enjoy your weekend. Bye, guys.